again.
We're still here. So the last time we had a video with you, we showed you a little bit about what we had done with Tabitha's Way and informed you that we were again going to make another contribution, in particular with fresh produce. We just recently learned from Tabitha's Way that they are in need of more cooking ingredients such as flour or sugar or salt. And so we're thinking that we will also contribute that in addition to the fresh produce that we get from the local farmers. We plan on buying the produce and the other material goods on Tuesday and then dropping them off on Tabitha's Way on Wednesday.
So the purpose of this video is to introduce you all to the next project we're going to be working on. We're actually going to be partnering with a good friend of ours, Melanie. A couple of years ago, Melanie hosted a fundraiser donation project for the foster care system here in Utah. According to last year's records, Utah had about 2,500 children and youth in the foster care system. Now I'm going to have Melanie explain a little bit about what she's doing and the important impact that this will have on specifically teenagers in the foster care system.
So the project that we're doing is we are collecting money and also items for Utah foster care. Christmas time is really important for them. I think they get donations year-round, but when we did it 2 years ago, the woman I spoke with that's also in charge of this year, she says at Christmas time there's lots of stress for families, and so a lot of kids end up coming into foster care at the last moment around the holidays. They get a lot of donations for kids 0 to 8 because that's what people think about. Oh, let's help the kids, but then that leaves, the 9 to, 18, 19-year-olds that don't have a whole lot. So that's what we're doing this year, is collecting things for teens in foster care. So the reason why it's important to me is back in 2008 we were living in Mississippi. A woman at our church, she's the president of the Mississippi Children's Home, which is their local foster organization, and she was saying that there was a need for foster families. And as she spoke, I just felt this, something stronger than I've felt in my whole life, just that this is really important. And I talked to my husband later on, and he said, I felt that same thing. So we thought, are we supposed to be a foster family? What are we supposed to do? But because of circumstances in our life, we weren't able to become a foster family. But I think at that moment, it kind of instilled in my heart just a desire to help. And also just a love. I knew that I could love kids that weren't biologically mine. Since then, in 2015, we adopted our son through a private adoption. Because of that, we have been able to be in the world of adoption. I've learned about, some of the sometimes uphill battles that these kids are fighting. Every little thing that the community can do to rally around them and their foster families and their biological families, whatever that may be, is so helpful to them. 2 years ago when we started doing this, I had decided, there's so much I want to do, but I don't have that much to give. But I thought, I can collect things because every little bit from people will help. And so that's what we started to do. And I think that this year, especially with COVID, stressful holidays anyway, but a stressful year and people out of work, mental health issues, I think that this is going to be a really difficult time for kids in foster care. Because of COVID, Utah foster care has not been able to do the fundraising that they need. And so of course, the funds and the donations I think are really going to make a difference this year. The things that Utah foster care suggested are board games, card games, anything that people can gather around and bond over that. They also suggested pajamas. Those are just kind of fun, and if you're taken out of your home at the last minute and you don't have any just the clothes on your back, it's nice to have something that will make you feel cozy and warm and safe. So the other thing was the gift cards. They suggested Amazon, Target, because the kids can go in and get 1 or 2 things that they like.
Like Melanie said, there's a lot of focus put on children during the holidays, but teenagers also need and appreciate holiday gifts as well. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the donations we receive from you guys to buy some of the fun Christmas gifts that Melanie mentioned. Pajamas, gift cards, board games. We're really trying to get a lot of participation, especially as the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays are coming up. Below this video, you'll see ways that you can donate and also other social media platforms that we're trying to get up and running as well.
So we were blown away by the amount of support that our channel has received ever since our first video, and we've appreciated any and all contributions that have been made. Please continue to share,
like this video,
subscribe
to our YouTube channel,
and watching these videos just to increase the awareness. As always, guys, thank you for choosing charity.